Okay, I have your first draft ready for you to review. I'll show you the floor plans first. I took out the step and the railing between the two rooms and I leveled the floor, raising these windows and putting a new glass French door into the back of the house. And then also this is the addition on the side of the house, going out the 9 feet, one window in the back just to give you some light, side entry door, and then 2 windows on the front. I didn't think you wanted another garage door. You don't really have the space for it. It'd be kind of tight. Let me see, maybe we can do that. Yeah, I guess we could do another garage door. I don't think it's really necessary, especially if you really want this area for storage on a slab. So I'm figuring on leaving the 2 windows in the front. Going upstairs, the only changes I made from the previous design was I added 2 steps going up because I believe that's how many steps you're going to need to go up to the elevated floor below. You can kind of see this. Let me see if I can make it happen. Section. Nope, wrong one. Right one. You get to see all the fun tools I get to play with all day. Okay, so this is a section through the house. Since this floor here is elevated, you can see right here, it's elevated from your main floor of your house. It's up 2 steps. So this is the main level above the second floor, on the second floor. So if this is elevated, this has got to be elevated. So we're talking going 2 steps up to the addition above the elevated room downstairs. So that might be 3. I got to figure out once I do the structure in the floor if I'm going to be using 2x8s, 2x10s, or 12-inch TGIs. So possibility this may change. I also changed the closet door configuration over here because this way, instead of having 2 double doors or sliders, a single walk-in door gives you a little bit more wall space to fit an additional piece of furniture in between the 2 doors. Changed the laundry room a little bit. I like having a wash sink in the laundry room, kind of like having a slop sink. Sometimes if I don't have this much space, I wouldn't do a dedicated closet. I would maybe push this wall back and have a full-length wall of base cabinets, so you can use them as like a folding counter. But you have a lot of space up here, and I know storage space is very precious for you guys. So I figured I would make this additional closet space. And you can fill it with whatever you need to. Just I know not having a basement is really hurting you guys. This configuration here, I've got the double beds in here for now. Showing the doors. The tough part is I can only figure on really having 1 desk, unless you did bunk beds and then you would have a desk and another desk. But this is the configuration I'm figuring with 2 dedicated beds. I got to get the windows in somehow. I try not to put them in the corners because structurally it doesn't really work with today's building code anymore, putting windows in the corners, because the building racks in high winds. So you generally have to try and keep the windows at least 2 foot 4 inches away from the corner of the wall to the edge of the window. I don't like putting windows in the center of a wall either because it ruins how you furnish a room. I could put a window here, 2 foot 4 away from the corner, and a window here, 2 foot 4 away from the corner. But then it ruins the way you furnish the room because the headboards are there. It really is a matter of how you furnish the room, and that's why I like to show furniture. You did tell me that you're thinking of having 2 beds in this bedroom and using this as a 2nd-story family room with the possibility of converting to a bedroom later on. So that's kind of the scenario I went with for the time being. Future-wise, I'm figuring bed in the corner, window on the side, desk, and then this kind of dictates the front elevation of how it's going to look on the house. 2 windows, a jog in the front elevation for a little bit of depth perception, which then leads us to how the front of the house is going to look. This is pretty basic. I don't like to add a lot of extra design work to the existing part of the house. I mean, we're already changing a lot of windows and everything on the front of the house to get away from that very contemporary casement look you have on the first floor. That's why I did ask you if you liked the more modern design with the whiteboard and batten, because a lot of those designs, they use casement windows. So if you already have the casements, we could have just continued those upstairs in the addition and kept your existing casements, maybe just move them around a little bit. But this is more of a traditional feel, traditional Seminole colonial look to it. And then I just added a gable over the front door and a gable over the garage extension, just so it wasn't one continuous roof all the way across. I continued the roof line and the gutter straight across. They call this a Greek return or a full return, where this goes all the way across. That way, instead of it breaking like it does here, instead of it breaking like this, when the water drains off the roof, when the water drains off the roof, instead of having to put a gutter and a downspout right here, the gutter can continue straight across, and then you can put a downspout down over here. So in this case, you'd have a downspout here and a downspout over here. And then back of the house is pretty standard. I did carry the gable front to back across the entire back of the house, especially because this structure is elevated above this structure. And you have a full foundation wall down here. And inside the house, the foundation wall is exterior foundation wall on the left, interior bearing wall here, interior bearing wall here, transferring all the weight from the structure down into this foundation wall here. And we'll work on posting a beam from here to here to support the structure of this right here, going left to right, and where'd that go? And this roof plan with these roof rafters going left to right. See, and in this floor plan on the main part of the house, on the existing, your roof structure goes front to back. So all of your weight, goes to this rear wall. This is your center bearing wall, and then it goes also to your front wall, because all your framing goes front to back. I'm not sure if this has been framed out yet. Structural ceiling plan. So this is correct. So you see all your ceiling joists go front to back. That's your bearing wall. In our proposed design for the addition, the structure goes left to right. So the left side of the house is going to become a structural wall, and the wall between the kitchen and the living room and the stairwell wall is going to become structural. But you don't need to worry about that right now. That's my problem. All right, so this is where I've got the design right now. Let me know also if this blue, this is I think Pacific Blue, Cedar Impressions, is too dark. I can literally do, let me see, where is this? Vinyl, polymer, straight edge. Okay, I mean, I could also go with this. Yikes, that's a Caribbean blue. I don't think that's what you were intending. I can go charcoal gray. I could go autumn red. I can go, I'm a sucker for gray. I like how gray pops with the white trim and the shutters. That's a little too light gray. I like granite gray. So I can change any color you want. You let me know what you like, what you don't like. I can also change the brick veneer to be some kind of a cultured stone overlay. But this is where we stand right now. So just give me some feedback. Let me know what you do like, what you don't like, and we'll make the changes from there. All right, I'll talk to you soon.